I was always pretty active as a child and a teenager. I was always running and dancing. I really wasn't into sports like that, but I was active. I joined the majorette team my senior year of high school. I was a drill sergeant, so I basically was in charge of the girls exercising and keeping them focused. I loved that position, but I lost it trying to fit in with others. I learned a lot from the position that really helped me in life. At the end of 2012 and the beginning of 2013, I got my first job and I moved out. But I moved into a bad situation chip, if you know what I mean. I was drinking and I was eating late and I was really stressed out. Before I had graduated, I was actually 140 pounds, but now I was 190. After I moved out of my situationship, I actually moved in with roommates. But that situation didn't work out, so I ended up moving back in with my mom. One night after some partying, I got really drunk and didn't remember how I got home. The next day, I swore off alcohol and looked on Pinterest for exercises that I could do at home. And that's where I ran into the squat 30-day challenge. And that's really what began it all. At first, it was really just me working out, and then I started doing more research and started incorporating meal preps and also detox waters into my diet. And for the next 2 years, I really just focused on getting my body right. I got into college, I made new friends, I was really happy. My body had really transformed. I started incorporating weights, and the results are, you're seeing them, right? I was really having the time of my life. I was also coaching classes too. Like, this is something that I really see myself doing for the rest of my life. I met a guy and we were pretty good in the relationship for almost a year. But things got rocky and we broke up. But being young and dumb, I still messed around with him. But that's another story. It's still part of this story because my self-esteem was bruised because of it. Once me and that guy ended, I didn't even give myself time to heal. I just rushed into something else. I wanted to prove I was so happy and this guy was the person for me. We ended up engaged. Yes. I wasn't even comfortable enough around this guy. I started to gain weight and me and this guy began to fight a lot. We were supposed to get married April 4th, 2017. He ended it a week before, and I was devastated. This is literally the last picture that I had taken in a long time after me and that guy ended our relationship. I had also been vegan for almost a year, but all that discipline went out the door. That was the second time within a year that my heart felt shattered. I basically ate my emotions. I was having an identity crisis, and my weight was the last thing on my list to focus on. I remember I would get motivated every now and then, but none of that would last more than a month. I moved out of my first apartment into my second, and this is where things got worse. I was lying to myself every day, overcompensating because I felt bigger. I feel like I had to be extra. I had to be seen because no one would see the fat friend. And I was still beautiful. I still dressed myself beautiful. But I was not happy on the inside. And as much as I tried to fake it, I couldn't. Not only was I unhappy with myself, but I was barely making it at my job. My drinking had worsened once again, and I was having anxiety attacks way more often. I went into a deep, dark sadness. I knew Lily since she was about 2 months. A friend of mine saved her from the cold, and he nursed her back to health. On October 14th, she was mine. She definitely helped me get out of my rut. Last December, I decided to dedicate that whole month to working out, and I did. But that fizzled out just like the other times. I realized there was more to life than the life I had. I quit my job January 9th, 2019. I spent the next 2 months in a depressed rut. But I decided in March to start walking around the park here in town. Eventually, I started running again. I incorporated HIIT workouts, and we turned the spare bedroom into a workout room. I really went in, dedicating every morning to working out. In any situation, whether I was happy, sad, upset, I put all that energy into working out. I honestly felt like myself again. Like I looked in the mirror one day and I seen that 19-year-old girl who just wanted to do the squat challenge. It felt so good to see that sparkle in my eye. I feel more of myself than I've felt in a very long time. I laugh loud. I cry when I need to cry. One of my biggest goals this year was to be happy. Simple. Just to be happy. And I found happiness in the smallest moments when I'm finally able to lift 75 pounds. When my friend finally got the job that she wanted. Hell, I'll just be laughing at memes all day sometimes. It's about the simple joys in life. And fitness is really a simple joy to me. It brings me so much happiness. A memory popped up on my Facebook where I wrote, "This cannot be what life is about." And little did I know that in a couple of weeks from then, I would have quit my job. I would have said goodbye to my apartment. I would have moved back in with my mom. And I would have started my life over again. It's such a weird thing, the first couple of weeks of putting yourself first, when you haven't put yourself first in a very long time. These things should come natural to us, but they don't. Why? Because we need the money. We yearn for the company. But in reality, all you really need is you. When I first started my journey back in December, I was 240 pounds. I'm standing at 217 pounds. A 23-pound difference may not seem like a lot to people. Hell, there's stories out there of men and women who've lost hundreds to 150 pounds within a year. But you must know that everyone is different and everybody is different. My story might be different, it might be the same, but I want to tell you to enjoy the body you are in this moment. Once you truly love yourself, you will make the proper steps to be a better person and have a better lifestyle. I learned that it's not about who makes it past the finishing line first, but the journey which teaches you how to win. Slow and steady does win the race. Be patient, be kind to yourself, and happy travels.